Good morning, everyone. It is about 7 a.m. and today we are flying to Mexico for about a month. And we're not flying out of LAX. We're actually driving down to the border and flying out of the Tijuana Airport, and I'm going to take you along and show you just how that works. So let's go. The Cross Border Exchange is a simple and easy way to cross the US-Mexican border directly into the Tijuana Airport. If you live in the Southern California area, you may find this simpler and cheaper than flying out of an airport like LAX, while also opening you up to regional Mexican airlines with different routes that may enable you to reach destinations not serviced from American airports or without crazy long layovers that are commonplace. My destination was Chihuahua, the capital state sharing its same name, situated about 4 hours from El Paso, Texas. Flying out of LAX, flights are routinely around $350 in the low season to around $800 plus in the high season, while also commonly having 5+ hour layovers in Guadalajara or Mexico City. Flying out of Tijuana, on the other hand, I commonly see flights priced around $150 with direct flights to and from Chihuahua daily. Leaving my house in the morning on the weekend, I can get to the CBX in about 2.5 hours. Even factoring in the cost of gas, the cost to cross the CBX, and the flight, it is still cheaper and a significantly more pleasant experience than flying out of LAX. What is required to cross the CBX bridge? Now, this information is going to mostly apply to American citizens using a passport, but I'm sure this information mostly applies to other passport holders as well. To cross, you'll need a CBX ticket, your flight's boarding pass, your filled out FMME or Forma Migratoria Multiple, I believe it's called. And if applicable, like in cases that you're staying longer than 7 days, you're going to need to pay your migratory rights in advance. First, you'll need to pay for a ticket to cross the CBX, which round trip will cost you ranging from $37.95 in the low season to $49.95 in the high season. You'll then scan this ticket at the entrance as well as your flight's boarding pass. You'll then cross the bridge and end up in a line for Mexican customs, where you'll be asked to present your passport and your FMME document. We're walking across the border. Easy. You'll be asked the usual customs questions like what is your purpose in the country, destination, and duration. If staying for longer than 7 days, you'll then present your receipt for your migratory rights payment. I highly recommend you fill out your FMME document in advance, as well as pay your migratory rights before you even get to the CBX. This will save you a ton of time and get you through the CBX and into the Tijuana Airport in less than 15 minutes on a good day. Filling out the FMME form is extremely easy. There's a great guide to follow on the CBX website if you're unfamiliar with the process. And if you don't have the time to do this in advance, or you just don't feel like it, there are terminals in the CBX where they will direct you to fill that out in advance. They'll even help you out, I'm pretty sure. Now, paying the migratory rights is a lot harder if you're not familiar with the Spanish language, but just be careful, follow the guide, and even use Google Translate and Google Lens to help you out if you need to. And again, if you don't get this done, once you cross the bridge, they will direct you to a terminal to make this payment. Again, this only applies usually if you're staying over 7 days. Your mileage may vary, things are kind of complicated. Mexican customs isn't always fully put together properly, so just do what they tell you to, all right? Once you're done with the customs officer, they will then direct you to a security scanner where they will check to see if you have anything you did not report to the customs officer based on the regulations. After this, you'll walk past the airline check-in desks where they can help you with any baggage drop-offs or other services needed. You'll then enter the normal security line, and before you know it, you'll officially be in the Tijuana Airport and ready to find your gate. You will also have a great selection of stores and restaurants to choose from, and you'll be astonished by how much cheaper it is than most American airports like LAX. Like, dramatically cheaper. Anyways, that pretty much covers the entire experience and process. It might seem overwhelming at first, but I personally have found it a way more pleasant experience and way easier than flying internationally out of LAX. And don't be afraid if you don't speak much Spanish. The signs are all in English, the announcements are in English, the customs officer will also speak English, so you should be able to fumble your way through just fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to try to answer them if I can. And also, let me know if you've ever used the CBX. What was your experience? Did you like it as much as I did? Because honestly, anytime I'm going to Mexico in the future, I'm definitely going to be trying to use the CBX because it's just way easier. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It'll definitely help me out. All right, guys, I'm going to have more travel videos coming in the future, so I'll see you next time.